Hey everybody, thank you so much for clicking on this video and welcome to my table of food. Today we are going to talk about my favorite 6 foods that are great for your skin, especially as you age, and the importance of them. And we will also talk about foods that are not good for our skin. In general, the foods that are good for our skin are going to be good for us throughout the body. And the foods that aren't good for our skin, again, are going to be a detriment to us and our body. So regardless if it's skin or we're talking about the whole body and how food is actually medicine, it is so important. We want to talk a little bit about whole foods opposed to processed foods, but let's start off with talking about my 6 favorite foods that really help with your skin, especially as you age, that are super important to get into your diet. I'm going to start off with salmon. So again, we want to look at salmon as wild salmon. We want to make sure we're not getting farm salmon, because farm salmon is obviously fed things that aren't good for us. We want that wild salmon so we know that what we're putting in our bodies is going to do good things for us. So salmon, again, wild salmon is awesome. It's high in omega-3 fatty acids, which we do not produce ourselves. So we need to put these fatty acids into our body to, again, create good things for our cells. This promotes moisturizing for our skin, and it keeps our skin nice and healthy and thick. It reduces inflammation and redness and acne also. So again, salmon would be my number 1. There are a couple other fishes that you can taste, that you can try. If you don't like salmon, there are 2 other fish types I recommend, and that would be mackerel and herring. They are also high in omega-3 fatty acids, again, which we need to be putting in our bodies because we don't make them ourselves. We need the omega fatty acids through our foods or through a supplement. So try those 3 types of fish. And again, I do recommend having fish 2 times a week to really make sure you are getting those omega-3 fatty acids in your diet. Number 2 on my list is avocado. I love avocados. They are full of good fats, and people get really nervous about avocados because of the fats in them. But these are the fats that we need, especially as we age, to keep our skin supple and moisturized. Serving wise, you're looking at about 1/4 to 1/2 of an avocado. Put it on toast and they are awesome. So again, that's my number 2 food that I love. Number 3 are walnuts, and I love walnuts because they are chock full of everything. They're high in protein, they're high in fiber, again, omega-3 fatty acids, which again is what we don't produce and we need to put in our bodies. So these nuts provide that for us. Again, they have zinc, vitamin E, and all of these things are really great for our skin. I'd say a little handful of walnuts is a good source of a snack. And again, put it on your yogurt, but great for your skin, great for your skin. So that's number 3. Number 4. Number 4, I like to kind of just involve all vegetables that are bright. Vegetables that are high in antioxidants that ward off free radicals. Peppers are awesome, they're bright. You've got your yams that have a lot of beta carotene in them along with the peppers, which work for, again, good sun protection for our skin, and also gives us kind of a warm look to our skin if we eat a lot of them. It puts that color into you. I tell you a story about my sister Natalie. She would eat 2 to 3 carrots a day, and honestly, the palms of her hand and her feet were orange. Like, her dermatologist could not believe the color that she got from eating these 3 carrots a day. So it really does work if you are eating lots of vegetables that have beta carotene in them. Really great for you. So I recommend any type of vegetable, green, leafy, bright vegetables that are high in antioxidants. They do so much for our skin, so much for our body, so much for our cells. They fill our cells up with goodness. Food is medicine when we are picking those whole foods. So again, think bright colors and eat lots of those vegetables. So good for us. Number 5 is dark chocolate. I love dark chocolate. I love milk chocolate too, but I know dark chocolate's better for me. We want to look at dark chocolate that's 70% and up. So 70, 85, 90. I think 90 is really, I think you can get 95 now. But that's pretty, it tastes like you're eating cocoa. Some people love it. My sister Natalie is the dark chocolate girl, I'm telling you. This is 74%. I love this. It still is sweet enough for me. Anything lower than 70% is going to have too much sugar in it, and we know sugar is not good for us. So again, look for dark chocolate that's 70 plus, has a lot of antioxidants in it, helps our skin produce, again, good things because we're warding off the free radicals from the antioxidants. And there have been studies to show that dark chocolate that has high levels of cocoa in it helps ward off wrinkles too. So pick yourself up some dark chocolate. There we go. That's number 5. Number 6 on my list is, I don't know which one to pick. So we've got my fruits, which I totally love. We want to think about berries a little more so because they are lower in sugar, high in antioxidants. And the great thing about berries, as I said, they're lower in sugar, and we want to look for the low sugar foods. Fruits are great as long as we keep the fiber intact, because fiber is crucial to our health. We want to protect the liver, and we want to feed our microbiome, which is our gut. So again, think high fiber when you are picking your fruits and your vegetables. So I love my berries because they're so high in their antioxidants, which really help keep our skin nice and healthy and glowing also. So if you were to pick any type of fruit, I would say stick with the berries. We don't want to go too much fruit in our system because of the high sugar levels. Again, if you are eating fruit, make sure you are eating the whole fruit. So those are my 6 favorite foods. And as you see, I've got olive oil here, which is another source of a great oil to use for great skin also. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about foods that aren't good for us. So the foods that I just showed you are generally whole foods. They don't have a label on it. They haven't been processed. They haven't taken a lot out of it and put a lot into it that isn't good. So when you look at your foods that you're putting in your body, you want to make sure there's no label on it. Fruits and vegetables, proteins, nuts, seeds, they generally don't have labels on it. Obviously, we're looking at cookies here. Cookies, you gotta go, and I can't even start to tell you what's in there, but I'm gonna tell you the first ingredient is gonna be sugar, and there's gonna be a lot of sugar in there. We know that sugar acts as an inflammatory in our system. It kills our cells, and we want to stay away from that fructose. Jelly beans, obviously, one of my favorite things in the world, but full of bad sugar. Looking at every label you come across, probably the second thing here is sugar on its label. So, and honey, same thing, high in fructose. We want to make sure that we avoid the processed foods because the processed foods are going to attack our cells and make our cells sick. So I do really recommend avoiding any type of processed food. that you can, because sometimes it's difficult to say no. Sometimes we got to think about the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time, enjoy life. No, 20% of the time, enjoy life. 80% of the time, do what's right. So I recommend these great foods for your skin, just in general for your good health. When you are shopping in the grocery store, remember to shop around the perimeter of the aisles. That is where your whole foods are. Remember, whole foods don't have labels on them, and that's what we want. When we are making our own foods, we know what we're putting in it, and we know we're doing good for our body and our cells, and again, making sure we are keeping ourselves healthy. So there's a couple of great tips on food to take home, try yourself. Just remember that the foods without labels are the foods we need to put in our body. When you're looking at a label, you know that that food has had a lot done to it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I will be back with some more food tips as we go when it comes to, again, the microbiome and our gut and what it does for our gut and how we really need to protect the liver and feed the gut. And when we're doing the right things for those two things, we know we're doing good for our body. So remember, guys, tell your friends about this. Please subscribe and hit that like button. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have some chocolate. See you later.